Good afternoon everyone. I'm Krupa and today I'm going to explain the topic, a simple topic, yet an important topic for our nature, which is biomagnification. So first, I'm going to tell who discovered it and why it was discovered and how it was discovered. Then I'm going to give a simple definition for biomagnification. Then we can divide this topic into simple fragments so that you can know you come to know the definition of each and every terms of the biomagnification. So biomagnification, it was discovered by Rachel Carson. It was discovered by Rachel Carson in 1960. In 1960s, Rachel Carson wrote a book which is named Silent Spring. In this book, brought the topic biomagnification into the public's attention. Then it popularized the concept of biomagnification. And in 1960s, there was a huge debate about this topic to ban it or to minimize the use of biomagnification. But it was discovered in 1960, but she started documentation in early 1950s. In early 1950s. So, what is biomagnification? Biomagnification is also known as bioamplification. Biomagnification is also known as bioamplification. So what is it? Due to overusage of non-biodegradable substances like DDT or plastic, these substances do not undergo decaying under soil. They gradually start to turn into toxic chemicals. These chemicals are harmful to our environment. Then these toxic concentration will increase from one trophic level to another trophic level. So, in this definition, I have mentioned one term which is DDT. DDT's full form is diphenyl dichloroethane. This is the full form of DDT. So it is actually a pesticide which was invented in 1939. It was invented in 1939 by a scientist named Paul Muller. It was invented by a scientist named Paul Muller in 1939. So actually it is banned in most of the countries because of its harmful effects for our nature and for human beings or organisms. So, but it is still now used as mosquitoes repellents which causes malaria or dengue. So, then I have mentioned another one term which is food chain. Does anyone know what is food chain? Does anyone know? Anyone know? So, okay. Food chain is a group of organisms which starts from producers like plants, consumers like omnivorous or carnivorous animals, then ends with decomposers like bacteria or fungus. In these producers, consumers, and decomposers, they are the steps of food chain. The energy and the nutrients are passed from one level to another level. The every step in food chain is known as trophic level. The every step in food chain is known as trophic level. Does anyone know the 10% rule of biomagnification? Okay, I will tell. The 10% rule of 10% rule of biomagnification. So what does it mean? Only the 10% of the energy which is produced is only passed from one trophic level to another trophic level, and the other 90% is lost in the metabolic processes. So what are metabolic processes? Metabolic processes are some chemical reactions that takes place in each and every cell of an organism. These processes helps to convert food into energy, then repairs and builds tissues in our body. Then toxicity. I have mentioned another one term which is toxic concentration or toxicity. Toxic concentration. So it is also known as toxicity. The toxic concentration increases up to 1 million times higher. The toxic concentration increases up to 1 million times higher than the original toxic level in each and every trophic level. So let's draw a food chain, then you can understand easily. So first there is producers which are grass or plants. Plants prepares their own food by a process called photosynthesis. Then grasshopper eats grass to get its nutrition and nourishment. Then the grasshopper is eaten by frog. The frog is eaten by snake. Then the snake is eaten by eagle. So let's understand 10% rule of biomagnification. If the grass prepares its own food by photosynthesis, if 100 joule of energy is prepared in grass, only the 10%, which is only 10 joule energy is passed to grasshopper. Then in that 10 joule, only another 10% is transferred to frog. So this is how the energy is passed in food chain. Then toxicity. So the toxic level increases up to 1 million times. Up to 1 million times. So the toxic concentration increases 1 million times in each trophic level. So each step in food chain is known as trophic level. So this is about how the toxic concentration increases and how the energy is reduced. So do you know why the toxic concentration is increased in food chain? Because the toxic chemicals do not undergo metabolized or digested in human body, or they do not go excreted from our body. They accumulate in the tissues of the consumer's body. So this process is known as bioamplification, accumulation. The process of accumulating of toxic chemicals inside the consumer's tissues is known as bioamplification. So this is all about biomagnification. Let's come to the conclusion. So biomagnification Biomagnification is a process which is harmful to our environment, which is caused by the non-biodegradable substances like DDT, plastic, or other harmful pesticides. So these substances don't undergo decaying. Then they start to turn into toxic chemicals. These chemicals concentration increases from every trophic level to another trophic level. So this is biomagnification, and the energy which is passed from one trophic level to another trophic level is reduced to 10% in each level, and energy is reduced to 10%, and the toxic concentration or toxicity increases up to 1 million times in each trophic level. Then this is all about biomagnification. Hope you guys understood. Any questions? No? Thank you.